Kia ora koutou, Marky here with the camera the wrong way around, usual stuff. Just wanted to do a very quick video to say happy Matariki. Okay, what's Matariki, Marky? No, it's not called Matariki, Marky, it's called Matariki. So, Matariki is the traditional Maori New Year. And so I don't know masses about this. It's not one of my demystifying videos, really. This is just kind of, to acknowledge and celebrate it. So my understanding is that Matariki occurs when I think it's when the Pleiades are first visible. Tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Because I haven't researched this. I looked into this a while ago, last year, I think, last Matariki. And I've just become aware that it's the start of Matariki today. So I believe it's the Pleiades when they're first visible in the night sky. The Pleiades are sometimes known as the Seven Sisters. And they're a little kind of cluster of stars that lie, I think, within Orion's belt. And they look like a little kind of smudge in the sky. They look like, where an artist has maybe kind of painted individual stars and then kind of got the finger and smudged it. So there's a little kind of cloudy, milky dot in the sky. I think that's right, okay? So like I say, this is not one of my educational videos. So my understanding as well is that Matariki is not something that has been talked about a great deal in New Zealand, or indeed in Maori culture in recent times. It's something that people are becoming more aware of quite recently. But I really like the idea of it. I think it's great. I think, although there is a national holiday that kind of acknowledges the Maori culture, and that's Waitangi Day. Waitangi Day, I could talk more about the Treaty of Waitangi. I think I may have touched on it in some of the videos, but Matariki is kind of, in a way, is kind of more kind of a pure celebration of original Maori culture, whereas Waitangi Day, well, the Waitangi is all about a treaty that was signed between the British and the Maori kings and chiefs. It's a very it was unclear how genuine the treaty was when it was first signed versus how exploitative it was when it was first signed, and there's kind of some strong suggestions that there was some duplicity that went on. But the treaty basically granted Maori people continued ownership of. It's so nice to them, nice of the British to kind of offer them a treaty that said that they could keep the rights to their own land and resources. That's how generous. It's like someone coming to your house and saying, you can keep that sofa if you like, but offered them affiliation into the British Empire and the protection of the British Empire and the protection of law, and all that kind of thing, which was actually a whole lot better than the British were doing in various other places that they infiltrated and colonised and took over and exploited. So there are some really good things about the treaty if you take it at face value. Now, sadly, and perhaps unsurprisingly, not long after the Treaty of Waitangi took place, it kind of wasn't worth the paper that it was written on, and there was a massive land grab, and a whole bunch of atrocities were perpetrated on the various Maori peoples. So Waitangi Day. So it's all of what my Waitangi celebrations are all about. Really is righting wrongs and going back to what would seem to be the genuine good essence of that treaty, and re-establishing it and righting the wrongs and the injustices that have been done in between now and the time that the treaty was signed. So that's why Waitangi is a positive thing. However, I think Matariki is, to me, I don't know, it just says something. It's not about the relationship between Maori and Pakeha, which is what the word is for non-Maori people that live in New Zealand. It's something integral to Maori culture, even though it's not something that's been much celebrated in recent years. But as little as I know about it, and it's it's something I'm hoping to kind of research more into. I kind of really like the idea of it, and I think it should be a national holiday. Who thinks it should be a national holiday? And I think, I'm not alone in this. Other people have suggested this as well. And I'm thinking that maybe at some point even doing like a 38 degrees petition, to see if, there's some momentum behind that. I mean, generally speaking, people are quite up for an extra bank holiday. I guess, well, employees are, aren't they? But employers aren't. So it's, again, nothing's simple, is it? Everything's controversial. But I just wanted to say a very quick happy Matariki to you, just to acknowledge that. And if you're interested and you want to know more, let me know, and I'll do some sort of decent research, and and I'll be able to kind of hopefully demystify it and tell you some interesting facts. Or likewise, if if you're familiar and well versed in Matariki, and you're able to kind of share a little bit more detail in the comments, please do. I want to learn. It is very much a learning process for me about Maori culture. I'm hungry for learning more. So tell us what you know, and it'd be great to hear from people that celebrate it, for people that can share maybe like their personal meaning that it has for them. That would be fantastic. So happy New Year, and rangi Maori.